There, it's a haunting.
Spy trouble ahead.
The crows! All together!
It wanted us to fly away.
A figure intended to frighten, though not like this.
You need me for a fight.
Lucas Kreisen, one of our own. He left on his calling months ago, then stumbled back in last night.
That's one tough warden.
I've never heard of this before. Someone coming back.
Except the Gloom Howler. Warden Kreisen, can you talk? What happened?
The dead aren't dead.
Who isn't?
The Deep Roads. The elf wants vengeance. She's planning a crusade.
Isaiah. A crusade against who?
Grey Wardens. All of us.
Well, that's not ominous.
She's lost her mind. Gathering forces. Griffins are there. How much time?
Lucas?
Antoine, I need to know where he came out of the Deep Roads. It's time we flush the sewers. This is it, where Warden Kreisen came back from his calling. Easy boy.
He senses Darkspawn?
That, and the Griffins. This is your time, boy. You're ready for this. Hunt. Don't go getting a big head, boy. I mean it. You watch those tail feathers of yours. The second you feel Darkspawn breathing on them, you hide.
This thing, the Gloomhowler.
Isaiah.
Why would she take the Griffins to the Deep Roads? What does she want?
She was a Grey Warden. Last anyone heard, she disappeared down here.
After using blood magic on her own griffins.
And she's still at it. The Archdemon blood she took from the cauldron? That's the end of Hassan's family if we don't stop her.
What's your name, Warden?
What is this place?
Sanctuary.
It reeks of darkspawn and blight.
Embrace it, and it will embrace you. The calling is not the end for Grey Wardens. Will you join us?
We just came here to talk things out.
You must join, or you must die.
Right, swords it is then. It didn't have to be this way.
Only true believers shall fall.
You're a warden. Keep your oath.
White Hout shall never fall.
I'm not used to fighting our own.
What has Isaiah done to them?
I don't know, but the blight's taken hold. Hassan, you okay? Good. You're doing fine.
Where are we, anyway? Doesn't look like the deep roads I know.
They're building something down here. It's almost like... Nah,
Like what?
a corrupted version of Weishaupt.
More at the bridge!
spawn!
And Warden!
Fighting together? Wardens, what's wrong with you? You conspire with the fiends of darkness? Snap out of this, Wardens. Just say it's evil. You're following a monster. Amongst us.
It looks like Weishaupt, but worse.
Even blighted, they must still remember being Grey Wardens.
Old memories linger. Echoes of them anyway. Twisted by Isaiah.
First Warden?
Look.
What happened? I thought you died.
If only Gillenane did her worst. Then she found me.
The Gloom Howler? Isaiah?
She's mad. She has the Wardens under her spell. She's on a crusade to wipe out the whole Order.
What about the Griffins?
She's going to blight them too. Turn our own symbols against us.
No, she's not.
You're the last hope for them. Search around. There's a feather from her own griffin long ago. I've seen her look at it with what passes for emotion. It might jog something.
How can we help you?
She's in my head. I can't hold her off. I should have died at Weishaupt anyway.
But...
Give me some peace. That's an order, Warden.
Yes, sir. Be at peace, sir.
Only death will free them. We should look around for that feather.
They managed to rebuild the war room.
Isaiah's raised her army. Now the war starts.
Here's the feather, for whatever it's worth.
Let's get moving before Asaya does her worst.
Found a blueprint for Weishaupt. The real one.
Must have used it to build this place.
We'll find you!
I don't believe it.
No. Weishaupt's dungeon.
That's some attention to detail.
The real dungeon in White usually has drunk wardens sleeping at all.
I might have spent a few nights there.
Now they're housing a darkspawn army.
It's all yours. Set him up. Take him out. I put him right where you want
I know. I missed you too, boy. I promise I won't disappear like that again. No, I didn't bring any gingerwort truffles.
starting the ritual. The Griffins!
We have to get in there.
See the Griffins.
They're up at the top. Past all this blight.
More blighted wardens!
I see them. Keep attacking the boys.
We interrupted the ritual.
Hit her while she's vulnerable. Kill her safe.
Get up.
The tyranny of Grey Wardens has come to its end. A new order will rise from the deep. These griffins will be our symbol. The Grey Wardens will never hurt them again. The Griffins have a new family.
Wardens, we don't have to fight. Isay is the real enemy.
Who's your friend, Weishaupt?
This isn't Weishaupt.
griffins!
Don't worry, we'll get you out.
Grey Wardens, destroy those who would destroy our cause.
I set him up. There you go. Take him out. Touch him and you die.
I'm giving him his freedom
How? By killing him?
by releasing him.
We know who you are. Isaiah. A Grey Warden who lost her way. You blighted the Griffins. You doomed them.
The Wardens doomed them by their own decree. I saved them. The eggs. These are the future, with blight in their veins. The Griffins will be immortal. The Wardens will never harm them again. I will be their shield against the pain.
What about this feather? It belonged to a griffin you cared for, didn't it?
Reavers.
That was your mount?
And a friend.
Did the blight free it from pain?
It drove her mad. I had to put her down.
And you would do the same to these Griffins?
I'm sorry.
Who's ready to go home?
The Feather Brigade looks happy.
And I'd like to keep it that way. Just not sure how.
What'd you have in mind?
I was thinking I'd ask my good friend Rook for advice. I'm too close to this. Too attached.
Davrin, they're hungry and staring at me. That one's salivating.
Let's do this. I asked you all here to make a decision. These Griffins need a home, a purpose, a future. Evka, tradition would say they return home with the Grey Wardens, continue their lineage as warriors fighting the darkness.
We're already preparing the Eyrie for them. This time, we vow they'll be treated with honor and respect.
But I've also seen another side to them, a protective side. It's only fair to consider a new path. Eldrin?
Arlathan Forest needs a guardian. Sentinels to fight the marauders, the poachers, the rot. I'd be happy to train them.
And now the tough part. I trust all of you. I don't trust myself, my judgment. I'm too close to them. But I do trust Rook. She risked her life for these Griffins. Whatever she feels is best, I'll agree to.
Really? You sure?
No doubt.
As long as I've been a warden, griffins were an emblem on our shield. Then Asan showed me why they belong there. They're fearless, brave. They're our brothers and sisters in arms. Their home is with the Grey Wardens.
Well said.
Thank you. We're family again.
Son. I love you, boy. Don't want to lose you. They're your family. I understand if you want to go with them. It's up to you. Bye, boy. Welcome home. How about thanking Rook for all the help?
Come here. What's that you say? I can ride you all over Thetis when you're big enough?
Hey, now.
That's what he said, I swear.
Yeah? How about we discuss it over some ginger wort tea?
Ah.
Patrols have checked in. They found some more relic.
Looking to inflict some pain? I have what you need. Come back anytime. If you're in the market for instruments of dismemberment, just so happens I can help. Send your friends my way. Tell them Amelia will set...
Rook,
Good job taking care of those darkspawn. We'll keep an eye out for more.
Hey, Antoine. Evka.
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new Blight continues.
We know the gods changed the Blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
Okay, that's not good news. But you're making progress with your studies.
Yes. Well, there's more to learn, but yes.
So what's the Blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the Blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the Blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods,
If the eruption calls the Blight, then it could... We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be... Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our... It's impressive. It should...
Theoretically. At least the...
But if the eruption's controlling the Blight and it gets attacked, then the Blight...
Yes, its roots are everywhere, and spreading.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can...
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe, or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when FK's at my back.
You've always got me.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants. Some would call the wetlands dead already. Whatever the eruption means for the wardens, we can...
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade.
You know the griffin with a dog?
Back again? All right then.
Be ready.
On now!
We need to close it!
Son, take this shot!
We've company.
There's something in here. It's not good.
Lead on. We'll rout it out together.
The eruption's on the other side of that barrier. We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While holding off dark spawn.
Up on the ledge. We can hit the tendrils from there.
more darkspawn show up.
Clear.
A tendril. It's attached over there. A ballista.
That could prove useful.
Through.
I'm ready. Let's see what lies before us.
What is that the Blight eruption?
Mierda.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Is like an echo in my head. We're fighting. We're stopping this thing.
Things are already dead.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
Oh, nicely done.
All right. You strike and the whole thing goes up. All right, time to destroy this thing.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook, hi!
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
I'm just glad I wasn't alone in there.
I can imagine. Many deserve thanks today.
When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive, buried, untouched. They have a chance to return now.
That's incredible. I wasn't expecting flowers.
It's what we're here to do, to make this possible again.
We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable!
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And
there's blight inside us too.
what matters is that if new evils show up,
Are you two doing okay? Seriously.
I'm good.
Me too.
I'm a warden. I'm whatever I'm doing at the lighthouse.
Sounds exciting, if you ask me.
And you have us, no matter.
The blight feels relentless most of the time.
The world dying.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before.
We can stay here.
Oh, yes.
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
The flowers fought back.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight. It's possible. What?
Spide was wondering if Nev would like a flower. I don't know. Maybe a small one?
Good. We're past the blight, and no one heard our gondola. Where to now?
We go under the bridge.
We aren't going in through a sewer, are we?
No sewers in Treviso. The streets are barely above water as it is. There's a hidden escape route. That's our way inside. Over there. That's the entrance.
Your house has a secret escape route, and Ilario didn't post a guard on it?
Ilario doesn't know it's here.
Why not?
Katerina didn't even tell me about it. I found it playing here alone as a boy.
What the?
Now I'll have to get the whole thing cleaned.
How much trouble can one old woman possibly be? Should have been done. Kill them for the glory of tough.
Those Venatori mentioned an old woman.
Katerina.
Katharina must be a difficult prisoner.
And here we are. Welcome to Villa de la Morte.
No wonder Ilaria wants to inherit.
Home? Smells like dust and linseed oil. Don't say that when Katerina is in earshot. First the Blight comes to my city, and now you want my house?
So you lived here?
Ilaria and I both did, until we were 18.
What about your parents?
Killed by a rival house. We would have ended up with Katerina anyway, to train.
Hey!
Where are the next? last person you will ever see.
Made themselves comfortable, so we'll get them out.
Fight ahead.
You halt!
There be no shelter on
No Venatori leave this house alive.
Thank you, Emmerich.
Trouble over there. I spy trouble ahead.
What was it like, training under the first Talon?
Torture. Katarina was hard on us because she wanted us to leave.
You don't resent her?
Not anymore.
Hey!
family rooms are up ahead.
First her, and then we find what we seek.
The power of the gods themselves is at our command, and we're thwarted by a door?
The door's been barred from the inside.
So, we bust down the door and get attacked, probably?
Which is why I'll go first.
Katerina. Lucanus. My poor boy.
We'll escort you someplace safe before we go after Ilario.
You'll do no such thing. There's no time for heroic nonsense.
Heroic nonsense saved your grandson and is rescuing you now. I won't let Ilario do more damage.
Go. I'll meet you in the opera house.
I hope she can keep herself safe.
Welcome to House de la Muerte, Rook.
Do you have a plan to deal with Ilario? Lucanus?
I'm working on it. The traitor deserves no mercy.
This is it. Get ready.
You have a plan now, right?
Knives are involved.
Katerina's death was a tragedy. But to get Lucanus back from the dead, only to lose him to a demon. For me, is a tip. Personal loss. And so, I take the mantle of First Talon with a heavy heart. But the crows could rise from the ashes. With our new allies, the Venatori, we could reclaim Antiva. Over my dead body. That can be arranged. You cannot overpower us both. Now you fall. Venator, to me, honor your alliance. Now, the demon of Vairatio is here. You should be staying there, Lucanis. This is all your head. You started this. I'm in. This isn't over. Behind you. What are you waiting for, cousin? Finish what you start.
I already did. What am I ever going to do that is worse than this? On your knees, in front of every house.
Get up, Ilario. Caterina, thank the Maker. No one from House de la Morte kneels.
Mierda. What am I supposed to do with this idiot?
He tried to kill you and got you imprisoned, and kidnapped the First Talon, and made a deal with the Venatori.
Too much to forgive. But he's still all I've got. Viago, lock him up.
Do you think you can put me away? That is not your decision, is it? Caterina is still First Talon.
Enough, Ilario. Lucanis is First Talon now. His decision stands.
You're lucky he didn't cut your throat.
Welcome home, my boy.
A toast to the new First Talon. To Lucanis!
Shall we make a discreet exit?
Just a few minutes more.
Shall we make a discreet exit?
I'm ready, but are you sure? They're celebrating you.
I have other plans for the evening.
Really? You came all the way back here for coffee. The stuff in your villa wasn't good enough?
It's better if I make it myself. And I wanted some quiet.
So, first Talon of the Crows, huh? Does that mean you'll be leaving us?
No. We have a contract. Besides, she may have stepped down, but there's no stopping Katarina from giving all the orders. I still cannot believe she did that.
Are you holding up okay? After, you know, Ilario, and your grandmother, and everything?
I wouldn't call it okay, exactly. Fucking Ilario.
Do you regret putting him in prison?
No, not with Treviso in such chaos. The last thing I need is my full cousin causing more. Let Ilario sit and think on his mistakes. It may do him good.
I was surprised you spared...
So was I. Nev. This team. I'm not giving that up.
Maybe tomorrow. Swimming? Don't push your luck. You're still learning how to fly.
You two have come a long way since we met.
Yeah, and he's still just a cub.
Wait till he's a teenager.
It's all about emotion with his son. What makes him happy, what makes him sad, or afraid. He's pure that way. No hiding anything. He likes you.
What about me? Yeah?
You stepped up. They have a home because of you.
I just hope the Wardens are the right home. Isaiah proved other...
And Evka's not going to... Don't worry so much, Rook. The world will be a better...
I wonder what Hassan's brothers and sisters...
He says as long as there are clear skies to roam, warm...
A griffin's word is good enough.
Till Tosh teaches him how...
That might actually be fun.
It were.
Rook, good. We have discovered what Ivenchi is planning for Treviso. When you fought the Kamek Master in the garrison, you mentioned a note you found that said some Kamek had gone missing.
We have discovered who stole it.
Ivenchi.
The governor intends to release it all around the city to pacify violent seditionists.
They called us reckless, and now... Now Ivenchi will ruin the minds of thousands in this city to have their peace and order.
Destroying your own people's minds. How could Ivenchi do this?
By telling themselves there is nothing else to be done.
After the dragon attack, and then the blight... The governor is a coward who has given up on Treviso.
Better to poison the last of it themselves than let anyone else solve these things.
It is finally time to strike. Go to the garrison and prevent Ivenchi from releasing the Kamek.
Once you are there, Thea and I will lead the crows against the rest of Ivenchi's forces in the city.
Understood.
There is something else. Jacobus stormed off earlier. He did not look well.
Look out for him, would you?
Of course. We'll head to the garrison.
Do you think Ivenchi would target the field hospital?
I would not...
There's the garrison. On to the garrison and the governor. That courtyard looks empty.
I'd have expected Ivenchi to post some Untom as guards.
Ivenchi must be further in. We clear the garrison this time. Ivenchi's got to know there's no way out for a traitor.
The garrison has fallen to Darkspawn!
That explains why Ivenchi's Anton were trying to run.
Look out behind you!
Ivenchi's blighted?
Ivenchi!
Wait, Jacobus? Okay, now for Ivenchi.
I will see you dead if it's the last thing I do before the blight takes me!
Something's wrong. Something in the air.
Wait, are these Antam real?
I see the conic is working! I told you once! It won't end any differently! Don't you die! Why don't you give up? If that damned dark spawn at the gates hadn't scratched me, blighted me, if you hadn't interfered,
It wouldn't have made a difference.
neither will my death. My comic could have helped stabilize the city. But it's still blighted, dying. Nothing can save Treviso now.
The crows, the citizens helping each other through the dragon and the blight. They're already taking care of each other.
It won't last.
I think it can. And so do the crows. You say you did all this for Treviso, Evenchi, to protect it, but you never really believed in it.
What would you know about the city I love? If Rook hadn't stopped the governor in time. Rook! I should have wine. We should toast you.
Evenchi is dead. The comic is being disposed of. All thanks to you.
The garrison's a mess.
Details.
The Untom remain, though with Evenchi gone, I think we will be able to persuade them to move on in the coming months.
People are being moved to safer areas outside the Blight. Crows have time now to patrol for Darkspawn.
It will take years, but we can plan for Treviso's future now that it has one.
Treviso would have fallen long ago if it really didn't have a chance.
I'm not so sure. A city is only as healthy as those who care for it.
You never gave up, Rook. We will repay that in full. But life is so dull if all we talk about are responsibilities. It is time to celebrate.
For our victory.
For Treviso's freedom.
For the crows.
What an excellent idea. Viago, dear, you mentioned something about getting us drinks?
I think we've done what we can for Treviso. We've shown everyone you can stand against the Ontom and the Blight. We got rid of a haunting in the Hosberg wetlands.
Welcome news.
It will stalk the innocent no longer.
A malignant spirit has attached itself to an inanimate object.
It has already taken lives.
Dispose of it before it strikes again. You've news?
Fair omens.
Okay, so the plan is basically to sneak around, find Hezekiah's lantern, and smash it. It's quite a crowd over in the manor.
Johanna's gathering. If she's mingling there, we'll be spotted. Fortunately, we have someone who could pass as a servant.
You don't think he'll stand out?
There'll be other undead servants. I'd be surprised if Johanna recognized him. You know, she never truly appreciated Manfred's cleverness. Right, Manfred. You're to find Johanna's guests and help us gather information on where her workshop might be. We'll be watching in case anything occurs.
Something's going to occur.
Once we find and destroy Johanna's lantern, we'll end whatever she's planning. Hopefully before she introduces the lantern to her guests.
That should be enough time for Manfred to blend in as a servant.
Let's find a place inside to observe him, quietly.
Right. Let's find another way in.
Johanna's last guests must already be in attendance.
There's a lot of people here. Hezekiah must be planning to drain their souls with her lantern.
And after that?
Raise more undead, I'd wager. But no ordinary revival would require such a massive store of magic.
Sounds like the party's in that main hall where we confronted Hezekiah.
Perfect. We can watch Manfred discreetly from the balconies.
And see if Hezekiah has that lantern on her.
There's Manfred. And Johanna.
But no lantern.
Now, you were saying about a shrine in the manor.
Yes, a shrine revealed by a spectral tome, which, as an expert, I could read if our host ever lets me into the library.
An ancestral shrine? I could question the deceased there about the location of Johanna's lantern.
Well, if a book can lead us to the shrine, let's hit the library.
I'm just
waiting for our hosts, grinding out.
The library's to the east, right? Where we closed Hezenkas's portal into the Fade.
Why did she return to this mansion?
Johanna must have a workshop hidden here. Likely where she's prepared whatever she plans to empower with this lantern.
We're not alone.
Johanna's creatures. We must deal with them.
Thanks, Everett.
I've made that one ready. I'd expected Johanna to post more guards.
Maybe she didn't want to scare her guests? Let's see if we can find that book pointing to the ancestral shrine. Nothing about a shrine here.
And what's a romance doing under geography?
This isn't it?
Well, a handsomely bound volume, but no.
What about this? That book just snarled at me.
Ah, there's our spectral tome. Well done.
No, it's not opening.
One must be delicate. That guest of Johanna's claimed to be an expert in spectral literature.
And was interested in the shrine. Let's have Manfred hand him the book, see what he says. Were you waiting for us? Manfred, take this tome to the man asking about the shrine, please.
Don't worry. We'll watch from the balcony.
What's this? The Spectral Guide to Blackthorn Manor? There now. I only want to look up one thing. Ah, there is an ancestral shrine in the northwest wing.
Perfect. Let's go to the shrine.
Yes, the deceased there should be most helpful in finding Johanna's lantern. This way to the shrine.
I've never been to a party with so many mages without being hired to kill one of them.
Were your targets always mages?
Not all the time. But how do we kill Hezenkos? Does she even breathe?
It's unlikely. The stilling of the lungs is one of the first blessings of undeath.
Don't worry. We'll find a way.
The shrine's locked.
We must find a... Manfred?
What's he got there? Is this a key to the shrine?
Excellent, Manfred. Oh my! A body from the House of the Verheims, prepared during the Storm Age.
We can come back for it after.
Excellent idea.
Time to find Hezenkos. He's all yours, Emmerich.
By flame and seal, by light and flood, open your eyes once more.
Who dares disturb?
Friends to the dead.
Friends, this one was abandoned, lost.
Emmerich, it's getting noisy.
He's unusually obstinate. Speak! Where is Hezenkos?
Prove yourselves. What claim have you to the deceased? A willing dead companion. This one concedes. Hezenkos makes something that should not be. Red tapestry. Look there.
Rook, did you hear that? Manfred just...
I know! Also, we should move.
Oh, he can talk. Manfred, say something else. Come now, you just spoke.
We have to go.
Yes, yes. work. They're on the right track.
All right, where's that red tapestry? This wall looks... Ha! Secret door.
Manfred, could you please squeeze through and open the door from the other side? Yes. Aha! I knew I didn't imagine him speaking.
How can Manfred talk now?
He began as a wisp that embodied what most wisps do. Curiosity. I knew he was learning quickly outside the necropolis, but this level of complexity is remarkable.
Does a skeleton need to learn anything? He's not even alive.
Ah, but Lucanus, what is life considered holistically?
Why did I ask that?
Good work, Manfred.
Hope this leads to where Hazenkos is keeping that lantern.
I can only imagine what she's planning to use it for. This must lead to Johanna's workshop.
What's that through the wall?
Oh my word!
Mierda.
Johanna, even half-lich, you can't control something this massive.
Such little baby.
That glow on the skeleton up there. That's Hezekiah's lantern.
She's going to use the life stored in it to reanimate that monstrosity. Reach the lantern.
This is a revenge list.
Johanna was never one to refuse a long and complex grudge.
People from the party. You.
Unsurprising.
And Manfred.
How dare she?
Undead.
You may as well weep for the fuel of the bonfire.
I'm seeing why Hezekiah failed that lich morality test.
We must make haste to that lantern. Unbelievable! Johanna's stolen a chamber from the Grand Necropolis and transposed it under Blackthorn Manor.
Mages. You want contracts in your life? This is how you get a contract on your life.
The Necropolis's walls here are still intact. No wonder we couldn't sense what she's been creating.
Don't think I can't sense the black sneaking about.
Wish Manfred had stayed above.
I'll be fine. We'll handle this.
Manfred, there you are.
And can you release that ladder?
Thank you, Manfred. Now find somewhere safe.
There's the lantern. You're going to free the spirits inside?
We must, before we can destroy it.
Like back when you were freeing those spirits Hezenkost trapped in the manor? That took a lot out of you.
I must try, Rook.
Emmerich!
There are too many trapped spirits. I'm sorry. I can't. Another lash of power might end me.
What's that, Volkaren? Afraid to chance death for your precious spirits? For all your fine words on the subject, only I had the courage to risk my life for our art.
I've seen Emmerich face worse than you.
I'm not the one so paralyzed by fear I couldn't seize immortality.
Johanna! Listen to me! You're right. I've never overcome fear of that final dark. I miss having a friend that could.
Yes. Always the idealist.
I'm sorry Lichdom failed you. I swear I would have helped you had you come to me. But puppeting this creature...
Puppet? Puppet? Do you think I'm staying a failed lich? I won't command my greatest creation! I will become it! Colleagues, interfering Templars, inept rivals, you all have a place in my heart. And tonight you will fuel my ascension at the cost of your miserable lives. You think you can stop me? Once I get rid of you, I will burn. Do my greatest work and conquer this city!
Emmerich, can she do that?
Yes, she's attempting full possession. With the life of the people here.
We need to stop Hezenkost long enough to destroy that lantern.
With that much life inside it, the backlash could...
We don't have a choice.
Once I destroy you wretches, my union with my creation will be complete. Ah!
have time.
Silence! I'll crush you myself in my mouth. It's touching that you brought your new friends to die with you, Valkyrin. I'll be sure to bury you all in the same tomb! You think I'd leave myself vulnerable to you? Enough playing! Your pointless lives will fuel my triumph!
We have to move! She's draining life from us. We must find shelter.
Right. Can't free the spirits in that lantern?
It might kill me and not even work. No living thing can approach it and... Manfred! Come back!
Any last words, Valkyrin, before I... You miserable little...
Manfred!
Manfred knew you could do this. So do I.
By the spirits bound here, night and shadow, light and blood.
What are you doing?
Let your chains loosen. Let the fade draw close.
You'll never succeed, you old fool!
I release you to the air.
No! You small bite!
Emmerich, how's Manfred holding to get...
We must go to the necropolis. His body could only take so much. But I underestimated him, Rook. What bravery in the heart of the dead. And how he grew. Manfred disobeyed me beautifully. He was his own soul at the end.
Can you bring him back?
I will ask.
Emmerich Valkyrin. You were not expected so soon.
If I can do anything to help...
Thank you. But this must come from me. My lord, I come regarding Manfred, my fallen companion.
Yes, there are ways to return his spirit. But should you do this, Lichdom falls from your grasp.
What? Why?
Lichdom is long. If I'm to stand outside death, I must make peace with others passing through it.
What would we otherwise become? How many exceptions till tyranny? Revive him and remain mortal. Or let him slumber and join us.
Emmerich.
Manfred chose to help us. Am I too weak to accept his well-earned rest? I yearn for Lichdom Rook, that leap into something greater, that everlasting light. Do I revive him and live out my days? Or do I honor death by letting him rest and protect this world through immortality?
Mortality's a hard price. But you'd miss Manfred.
Oh, of course I would. But a Watcher should be more accepting of loss, of grief, of his own death in turn.
You're braver than you know, Emmerich. You've always risked your life. Against Hezenkos, against the gods.
Death's abyss always recedes with someone to brave it for.
I think facing a lot of things would be easier if Manfred was back.
Oh, he was fearless. He has so much potential, Rook. So far to grow.
Then help him do it.
You're absolutely right. I'll need your help. Rest easy, Manfred. We'll soon have you back amongst the living.
I should check on Emmerich and see if he's ready to bring back Manfred.
I've made my preparations, Rook. Will you help me restore Manfred to the world of the living?
I'll do whatever I can.
Thank you. We must go to the necropolis once you're ready.
Strength earns mastery.
Rook, I had an idea. I figured it's a good time to check in with the Wardens, see how their Griffin training is coming along. How about a trip to the Anderfells?
Sounds like a plan.
It'll be good to see those feathery faces again.